Hey guys, Rob out here, and ImAlwaysInHotWater.com. Running hard at the end of April, and get wet and jump in the water with us today. And anyway, what we got out here is a 2006 Tahoe. It's about a 19-footer with the upgrade to the 4.3 liter versus the standard 3 liter. And it's a Q4. And what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of make this a little bit longer video. I'm finding I'm going to put a little more information in it and a little more detail, just because it's so busy this time of year. I want to make sure that, you know, everybody's pretty clear on nicks and scratches and all those things to save, you know, trips, and also, you know, to kick your tire kickers to the curb as well. Don't take it personally, but it is part of the business. And I want to make sure that I cover all the bases. I'm going to leave her hooked up to water so I can crank her up. Just so you know, the vessel has about 245 hours on it. And I'm going to show you guys something pretty cool, even though this thing doesn't have an hour meter on it. Original owner since 2006. He has a log of every single time he used the boat all the way through year to date. 2008, 2011, I'm skipping through pages, 2012, 2014, notes of when, April of 2014, new alternator, 100-hour tune-up, oil pressure gauge, manifolds and risers were just done, all service records on file. So just so you know, and you will be entitled to that log. And I wish more sellers would do that when you don't have meters on the vessel. And anytime you put in gas, let me just show you guys a couple of little optional. I'm going to get all the little nonsense out of the way. A real nice cover that comes with the boat. She's got a little bit of a tear in her in the one spot, and that's the bottom side. But these are all the things that are going to come with the boat. As you guys can see, the Bimini, I don't even know if this thing's ever been used. I'm sure it has been taken out a couple times, but I'd say that's about as close to new as you're going to get. And it does have the cover that goes with it. I do also want to let you guys know, although this vessel's been used on salt water, the swing trailer has maybe touched water, salt water only a couple of times. Swing trailer, it is steel, but she is in really, really, really good shape. In fact, the springs look as if they're, you know, this is a 2006. Those are the original, that's the original spring. And the reason being is, every year the seller will take this vessel and bring it down to Broad Creek Marina in March and have it put on dry stack until about October, and then he'll go pick it back up with the trailer and put it in his storage area. There's only been on 2 or 3 occasions since 2006 that he's actually used the trailer for any other purpose than bringing it to the marina. So the trailer is in about as good shape as you're going to get for a 2006 steel trailer. And I do like that swing tongue. For some of you people, that 19-foot with the swing tongue is going to be real important to put this in the garage. So there you go. The reason for the vessel being sold is real simple. The seller is just getting in a physical condition that it's just getting tougher and tougher to even just get out on the boat and maintain it. Now I just gave her a quick scrub. She could use a pretty good detail, but I think she's in, you know, an okay condition considering the year, make, and model. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of take you guys through on the starboard side. I'm going to assume this side here was his landing area. You know, maybe not getting those fenders and stuff out in time. So you're going to have a few nicks and scratches over here, as you guys can see. But really nothing, you know, nothing so offensive, you know, that you would freak out about. But, you know, they are there. And you can just kind of see as I'm going to go around the vessel. You know, no bottom paint. She's pretty clean. You know, everything's just a little bit, you know, from missing the fender right here. No, nothing. Obviously, everything here looks in great shape. Take a look up over here. As I'm walking around, you just have the standard cosmetic thing. You know, a little bit of rusting from screws, a little on-off. We'll clean that up. On the port side, not as bad. I'm going to assume this is the least used side coming in the dock, but not too bad. 2006 Tahoe Q4, new manifolds and risers just recently done. All service work has been done on this boat since 2006 by Timmy Ray, Tim's Marine Service. Service records are on file, most of them pretty up to date. Anodes look good, lower unit. You got an Alpha 1 on the Mercruiser. And, you know, there we go. So what I'm going to do, tires are in great shape. I mean, let's just take one more quick look at this so you guys can see. I don't want anybody showing up and going, why didn't you tell me about this? A little on-off right there. All right, what we're going to do is I'm going to pop up, and you guys can just kind of bear with me. Back on the swim platform, it's pretty clean. You know, got some pollen stains, but other than that, I should have checked the nav lights and the anchor light. I did not. We'll see if maybe we can do that while we're up on the vessel. As we bounce up and in, like I said, I just gave her a quick clean. You can see, even sitting in storage through the cover and all, there's a rain, she could use a little bit of a bleaching, although I was going to do it, but with the carpet, I, you know, just kind of went on the safe end, just with a little dish soap, and gave her a little rinse. On that side, you're pretty good. I do want to note that on the captain's helm here, you can see the stitching is kind of coming out here, but overall, you know, the condition of the upholstery and everything else is in decent shape. As you move forward into the bow area, you know, same type of thing. She just needs a little bit better cleaning than I gave it, and I totally think that's attainable. As you can see, no soft spots in the floor, plenty of storage up front. You got storage down below here, and as you guys move to you know, the back of the boat here, you can see cushions once again. They could use some cleaning, but the upholstery's in really decent shape. You know, if it's me, I'd probably spend a day buffing and waxing, get some upholstery cleaning, and just take this to the level that it needs to be. You know, if you're OCD like me, hailing with stereo system that I haven't had a chance to try, GPS map 498. You know, and that's pretty much going to cover it as far as that goes. And what we do is, for here, master power, then go bilge. Our bilge pump is on. Let's go nav lights. Let's see what we got real quick. Yes, we're working on the nav lights. Let's go check our anchor. Oh, and our anchor light's on too. So we are good to go there. Horn's good. Blower. You guys can hear the blower. Sweet. All right, courtesy lights, which is kind of nice. You guys can see up in there, you got the lights. I see those too. I don't know if there's more courtesy lights, but we'll kind of leave that at that. Let's check out our Garmin. Yeah, 490 GPS 498. And I'm showing here, this has got a depth gauge on it. From what I understand, that's pretty accurate. The seller did tell me he doesn't have 100% faith in the fuel gauge. It's pretty close. But that's why he keeps his log and knows exactly when to fill up. Trim gauge works, Chilton trim works, temperature gauge, all of those things. Now, I have not had this vessel out on the water to give you any performance numbers. But, you know, at some point I will. I am just out of time today. I just wanted to get this information up. The boat's going to be listed. You know, reasonable offers will be considered on an offer sheet. If you'd like me to present to the seller, all offers are predicated upon a deposit. And also, you know, your sea trial and your inspections. Let's just see if I can get this. Master power. I don't know if that's got to be key on. Yep, stereo's working. Oops. Key's got to be on. And, yep. Oh, I hear one speaker. I don't hear the other speaker, but I may just have to make some adjustments. But let's just turn that off, because now I'm already annoyed by that whole... I don't like that song. Anyway, so there we go. Once again, I know I told you guys reasonable offers. We're not, you know... I have no problem taking you out on the water with a contract in place. I do want to let you guys know there is a lien on this vessel. It really isn't a big deal. You can always, once the vessel's paid for, we'll issue a temporary bill of sale. And in speaking to the bank with the seller, there's only a 7-day turnaround on titles. But you will have full ownership of the vessel, so keep that in mind. You will not leave with titles on date of sale, but paid in full, you can leave with the boat, which is the next best thing. Now, in moving back to, let's just crank this baby up real quick. Let's see what we got going on. There we go. Now, my recommendation is always on pre-owned vessels, I'd replace the battery. I can't see the date on it on how fresh it is, but I'd have to say it's a few years old. It is an interstate, and they're running 5 to 7 years. But man, or put a secondary battery in over here and get yourself a Perco switch. Manifolds and risers just done. Basically, the vessel's been serviced every 100 hours by Tim's Marine Service. As you guys can see, hoses look to be in pretty good condition. Clamps. I mean, you're going to be about as good as you're going to get on a pre-owned. But once again, don't take my word for it. Bring a mechanic, bring a surveyor, do what you got to do. We'll take her out on the water, and you know, we can see what happens. I probably would take her out on the water before you got there. Now, I do want to note on this hatch, which is kind of a drag, I want you guys to see, we're not too bad here, but these hinges are starting, even though the hydraulics are good, you can see the screws and the hinges are starting to get a little goofy. So those might be something that I would replace. You can almost see this one starting to pull out. So consider doing that too. A fresh battery, a good decal. Use it for the summer for an up-to-date service. And probably trailer. I have nothing, you know, I haven't checked the lights on the trailer. Let's turn that off. Where's the key? Where's the key? Let's kill mean power and courtesy lights. I'm going to cover her back up. I'm going to put it back in storage, which is actually right down the road. So anyway, Rob out here at ImAlwaysInHotWater.com with a pretty nice little Tahoe. Generally these were sold with a 3.0 liter, so this has got the 4.3. I think that runs up about 190 horsepower. You know, give or take, you're not running that 130 horsepower. So you got the juice that you're going to need in something like this. And you guys know you can pull skier with that, where you get set up right there. So overall, not too bad. You know, in summation, you know, everything seems to be up to speed, once again. And, you know, maybe a tiny bit of stitch work right there, a little bit of a cleaning, a couple hinge pieces, a new battery. Also, just a quick note, this vessel has also only been run on marine fuel only. Marine fuel only. So anyway, hopefully I kind of covered as much as I could. You know, when I did run her over, I did check. I put my hands on, I did it again, got myself all greasy on the bearings. But I have nothing here other than, you know, cosmetic stuff to really report. So anyway, Rob out here, and ImAlwaysInHotWater.com. Hoping that guy gives you guys a good insight to the lineage and also current condition of this vessel on April 30th, 2015. You guys have a great and safe boating day.